Of course, no hat. Of course, no hat. I got my hat. Now I'm ready to go. Hey everybody, welcome to the Vinyl Channel. This is going to be my Ozzy Osbourne show. This was still got about 10 minutes to go. I figured I would log in a little bit early, make sure that this is set up. I believe this is working. Let me take that. Yeah. Actually, that's got to go. That's a problem. All right. That's good. Cover this up here. Okay. That looks good. So we're going to wait till 6 o'clock to get started, but I was pretty excited to go ahead and get this video together. I was recently going through shifting on my records, if you know what that means. I made some space in my collection, some empty space to put more records, but you can't just add records because everything's alphabetical. So you have to shift everything over, and it's a lot of work to shift. And but when I was shifting everything around, I was going through the Ozzy Osbourne, and I was realizing, I said I have a good amount of Ozzy Osbourne here. I bet. Hey, Beat, how you doing? Adrian, how are you doing? So yeah, I figured have a good amount of Ozzy Osbourne stuff. Want to go ahead and do a live and show off Boz to okay. T-shirt, yes, human costume. I'm an alien. That's right. I'm big into that Alan Tudyk show. What is it? Alien. Resident Alien. So big into that show, and the person who got me this shirt knew that. So yeah. So I'm definitely an alien, and this is my human suit. So for sure. So now, Kraftwerk album in the background. Yes. You know what, Beat? I was hoping somebody might mention that, and we got some time here before the show starts. Let me show you this. This is a really cool version of this. So, I don't know if you know what SEMA is. So in the 1990s, Capitol got bought out by an EMI, got bought out by a bunch of different companies. And when they started doing records, especially 45s, they would do SEMA special marketing, and that would be for Capitol and EMI. Now I'll show it to you. There you go. That's the record. But I think this record came out. What was the original? When did this original come out? 1977, right? It says here, right? But this here is a SEMA 1993 release. It's still sealed. So it's a 1993 pressing of this album, which initially came out in 1977. Pretty hard to come by, especially one that's still sealed. But yeah, it's a SEMA special marketing version of the record, and picked it up online for a really good deal. I think the guy who sold it, I didn't know what he had, so. Trans Europe Express, definitely. I'm doing pretty good there, Adrian. Just finally feel good enough after my surgery to do a live. So I was out of work for about a month, and of the couple things I had a hernia repair. So, and a couple other things done, and it got me out of work for a month, about 5 weeks. And so I wasn't feeling up to doing a live video. So yeah, it is a nice version I haven't opened it yet. I've had it now for about 2 years. I do open all my records. It's not like I keep them sealed purposely, but it just takes time to get to these records and play them. So I'm not sure if you see behind me over here, over my, what is this? Over my left shoulder on this table over here, there's a box of records back there. Those are all classic sealed records. And I haven't opened those either. So I do plan on playing those, and I do plan on getting to them eventually. So it just takes time to get to them. And yeah. So we got about 5 minutes. You know what? Let me go ahead and get started with some Ozzy Osbourne. And I pulled out some. I do have quite a bit of 7-inch Ozzy Osbourne records, but I pulled out the pictures of these because they're easier to see. So I have this Over the Mountain. This is I think this is an Australian pressing. And my eyes are not that great, but from what it looks like on the from what the record looks like, it looks like an Australian pressing of this. So Over the Mountain, very cool song for Ozzy. Flying High Again. This is a classic 7-inch reproduction celebrating the 30th year of Blizzard of Oz and Diary of a Madman. So this was a reissue. I think this came out sometime around it said 30th anniversary. So came out in 82, right? 82 is when this came out. So 30 years it would have been, I don't know. I'm not good at math. But yeah, but this is Flying High Again. Very good single for him. So reissue, very cool. We have another Record Store Day. This is Believer. It's a live version of Believer. So U.S. pressing, pretty cool. And I have Shot in the Dark off of, I think this is off of Bark at the Moon, right? That's an original pressing of it. There's the label, Shot in the Dark. Shot in the Dark is a really great Ozzy song. So, I wonder why that's on. That's okay, it's not bothering me, it can be on. So, Ozzy. Yes. So, B, y'all set for your unboxing, your illegal chips unboxing? Is it all set and ready to go? So, I'm waiting on Beat to answer that. I'm gonna go ahead and get started here. It's just about 6 o'clock, so I have about 2 minutes here, I'm gonna start off with a couple box sets here that I have in front of me. So these are classic radio broadcasts. One is from Superstars in Concert. I think the other one is the Flower Hour concert. But they get a hold of these and they press these on vinyl. And they Friday 5 p.m. All right, I'll try to be there. So I'm gonna show you the first one here. So this is a box set, is a 3 LP set. They only press 150 of these. And let me see if I can get up and show you the track listing here if you want to take a look. If you can see that. So pretty cool stuff. But yeah, live at Miami Arena, August 14th, 1982, as you can see here on the front. And let me show you one of the records. They're in different color vinyl, but that one's in purple and white splatter. So we have that box set. Pretty nice. Man, I got lucky when I got this. I got this from not Roland Rex, from the UK company. Don't remember off the top of my head, but anyways, I was out there. I'll go out there about once a month and just see what they had, and they had this for sale. And I was like, holy moly! So I went and got it, and it came in. So I was very lucky to just happen to be online when they were offering it for sale. So another one here I got is RK. Oh yes, it's RKO Radio Networks. Capture Live. This one is from Irving Meadows. It says LA. I'm assuming that's Louisiana, 1982. Let me show you the track listing on this one. Mr. Crawley and all that. Now this is a 3 LP but 5 sides, so the 6th side is blank. But again, pressed on color vinyl, and I'll show you one of them. That's what that looks like. Oh, this is the third one. So the back side was blank, but that's what that looks like. Capture Live. Well, nice though. Well, nice set. Again from 1982. So nice box set. I don't. Is Irvine Meadows, California? I mean, it says Irvine Meadows, LA. I mean, I know LA is Los Angeles, but usually, like, Irvine Meadows is not a city. Is it not Irvine Meadows, Louisiana? No? Hollywood Hills. Ah, gotcha. So there you go. LA, California. Okay. Yeah, I really like Ozzy a lot. Got into them back in 81, 82. Was also into Black Sabbath. So of course, and so when Ozzy came out, man, I thought that was the greatest stuff. So, but I have some records here, some albums with his. I'm going to show them to you. So the first one here, and this is in no particular order, by the way. So this one here is going to be Bark at the Moon. This is an original pressing. When did this come out? 85, right? So, and it has the hype sticker. So this is a 85 pressing. So it has So Tired, Rock and Roll Rebel. Rock and Roll Rebel is an awesome song. Of course, Bark at the Moon. So it has original price sticker on there, $5.99. Trust me, I paid a lot more than $5.99 for this. But and there's the hype sticker, So Tired. So but I bought this about, I don't know, I think I bought this around 2017, so it wasn't that much. The Ozzies are much more now, so compared to 2017. So I'll try not to stand up too much because I know y'all don't want to see my belly. So, but this one here I picked up too. This is a reissue. Recent reissue. I think this came out about 2 years ago. But also, Bark at the Moon. This is an RSD Essential. It was put out on blue vinyl. So, pretty cool stuff. Do y'all have a favorite Ozzy song, a favorite Ozzy album? Mine is Diary of a Madman. Madman. That's my favorite Ozzy album. So the first Ozzy Osbourne Ozzy album that I bought as well. So here's a cool one here. This is a picture disc. Show it to you here. This is the front. This is Live Mr. Crawley. So this has a special edition, came out in 1982. It has Mr. Crawley, You Said It All, and Suicide Solution live on this picture disc. So it's like an EP, but pretty cool. So let's see what else I got here. Really like this album a lot. This came out a couple years ago. This is Ozzy Osbourne, Ordinary Man. This is the black vinyl version. I also have the gray vinyl version up on the wall behind me. You can't see it. actually kind of ruined it. When it came in, it had a really bad warp. It was dished, and so I stuck it in my oven with between two pieces of glass and tried to flatten it. And I've had some success with other albums, but I was pushing my luck. I tried it with this one, and I just destroyed the grooves on that gray one. So now it's artwork. It's up on my wall. So, but I bought it, but I already had a second one. I had the black one. So, of course, the silver one came with the nice big toasters. What I did is I took the big poster out of the silver cover and I put it with the black one. So, but yeah, but it's a really great album. So, Prince of Darkness. Yes, I agree. So this is an interesting one here. So I know they recently came out, not recently now, but around 5 years ago, they came out with the Ozzy box set where they reissued all of his LPs, right, in different color vinyl. Well, this here is Just Say No, which originally came out in 1990. It was remastered in 1995. I think this is the remastered version that they put on vinyl. So, but this one is from that box set. It's from that Ozzy box set. I actually bought it online off of eBay. Somebody just put this one copy out of that box set up online. Don't know why. Sometimes what they'll do is they'll buy these box sets and then they'll resell each record online and they'll make more money back than what they paid for the original box set. But this is the only one that I saw or found online, so I went ahead and bought it. But it's pretty cool. Again, it's on this red splatter vinyl. So very, very cool. Yeah, it's an EP. Yep. Yeah, it was nice. Well, I think this was about $30 or $35, which is not bad for what it was. So, but I don't have that box set. I mean, that box set, especially today, it's pretty expensive. So, but I was glad that I was able to get one record of it. So I like collecting records of tribute bands. So this here is a bunch of metal guys from metal bands, and that got together and did a tribute to Ozzy and redid a bunch of his songs. I don't think this is off of just one album. I think this is just a hodgepodge of his songs. But it has Goodbye to Romance, Hellraiser, Paranoia, I don't know. What else? Crazy Train, Over the Mountain, Mr. Crowley. So it was a deadline release, but it's called Bedhead Soup. It's actually pretty good. So, oh, you had that on cassette? You had the Just Say No on cassette beat. I got into cassettes for a little while, probably from about maybe like 84 to about 86, but it was just for a short period of time. I was also in the military at the time and had a boombox, so it's kind of hard to carry around records when you're in the military. It's easy to have a boombox in a little box of cassettes to take with you where you go. So you can't really haul around a record player and records. So here's something really, really cool I picked up. So this is a classic American live radio broadcast collection from the King Biscuit Flower Hour, from the Seine Denim, from the theaters, Seine Denim, Montreal, Canada, July 1981. Even had a radio station here, so they did this on HROQ. This is called Night Terrors. Again, it's just a bunch of live stuff, live broadcast. It's on this awesome red and white and orange splatter vinyl. But this is with Randy Rhoads. So I'll see if I can sit and show you what it says. That's here on the bottom, if you can see it. There you go. Pretty cool. Yeah, this is pretty good artwork. There's also a blue version of this, but this one is they said this one they see the number. This is numbered as only 500. So this is number 384 of 500. So they only pressed 500 of these. The blue one, I think they just pressed a lot of them. So it wasn't limited. But this version here was limited to 500 copies on the red. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. Hey, Andrew, how you doing? Yeah, it's a really cool cover. I really like it a lot. So does anybody have a favorite Ozzy album out there? This is pretty cool. I got this back in a while ago. Available at Ozzy.com. So I got this directly from the website. This is 30th anniversary collector's edition. Let me show you the hype sticker here. It says, let me show it to you. So it has it's a greatest hit. No, it's Ozzy Live, but it's has all those songs on it. It's a 2 LP set. It's on black vinyl. But I don't remember what year this came out. Let me see if I can get a year on this. My eyes, there's not enough light in here. Can't really see the year. I think I got this around 2018, 2017, I think. So pretty cool. Shot in the Dark album. Yeah, that would be Bark at the Moon, right? Yeah, Bark at the Moon is probably my third favorite album. So picked up Patient number 9. I have 2 different versions of this. One's on a crystal and pearl marble colored vinyl. So here, and that's that one. But Patient number 9 is a really great album by him. Unfortunately, I still have it on the cover, so you can't see the vinyl. I guess I can try to take it out. Let me see if I can do that, so you can see the color. So that's the back of the cover right there, and it's I guess it's bluish. Oh, let me turn around. It's on this bluish color vinyl. So pretty cool. Put this on the side for now. Put it back on the cover later. So that one. Try not to go through this too fast. I mean, I have about maybe 30 albums here, but they can go kind of quick. Here's another awesome one that I got. This one here is Memories of a Madman. Memoirs or memories? Memoirs. Memoirs of a Madman. So this is also a greatest hit, a double LP. So has all of his hits: Crazy Train, Mr. Crowley, Flying High over the Mountain, Bark at the Moon, The Ultimate Sin, No More Tears, all those great songs. So whenever I want to sit back and just want to hear all of his great songs, I'll grab this one. But this is not a live though. This is all the studio tracks. But it's that one there. Oh, put this back in here. So the next couple ones are a couple ones that are still sealed. I haven't opened yet, but bought them a couple years ago. So this one is, I think this is just an indie store release. It's a reissue. I think it came out 2020 maybe, but it's a Blizzard of Oz, but it's silver vinyl with red swirl. That's the color. Haven't opened it, so I can't show you the color, but that's what it says here. silver vinyl with red swirls. So I have that one. I'll open it one day. And then I have a Best Buy reissue as well. It came out around the same time. And this one here is a different color. This one here is black and red swirl. So pretty cool. So I'm looking forward to opening up both of those. But this is his first album. Really great album. Of course, has Crazy Train on it. So I have another Patient number 9, but this was the Target edition, so it's a different color. And this one was on a red and black marble. You can see it in the back. So, but again, it's a really great album. And I have a OG pressing Blues of the Vase. What is this, 81, right? Didn't this come out in 81? 81, yep. So, but that's the original Jet label that it came on. So, really great album. But it's my second favorite album of his. Move these over so they don't fall over. This is one I recently picked up. This is Ozzy Osbourne Black Rain on vinyl. 2 LP, 150 gram black vinyl. It has I Don't Want to Stop and Not Going Away. Again, it's on black vinyl. So pretty cool. I think this has a. I think this is a gatefold. Why not go and show it to you? Right? Is it a gatefold? Yeah, it's a gatefold. So it has pretty good artwork on the inside. There you go. And that's the back of it. A pretty good album by him. Oh, it's backwards. That's fine. I'll fix it. I'll fix it when I'm done. Scream video is funny. Yeah. Is Scream on here? I don't see it. Is that from his new upcoming album? Beat. I know he's coming out with another new album, another double LP. Yeah. This cover is pretty cool. But if I don't know, Ozzy is coming out with a new album later in the year. It's a double LP. It's a studio album. So I'm looking forward to getting that. I do believe it's called Scream. Isn't that right? Beat. Here we got my favorite album of his, Diary of a Madman. This is an OG pressing, US pressing on black vinyl. From 82, right? Is this 82 or 83? Looks like it's saying 83. So it's hard to keep all these dates in your head. Yeah, the Scream album. Yeah, he's coming out with a new album at the end of the year. Here's another cool one I got. This is from Walmart. Walmart put this out about 2 years ago. It's a reissue of Diary, and they issued it on blue and black marble vinyl. You just peek it out so you can take a look at it. It's hard to see it in this. That's what it looks like. You can see the blue and the black marble. But pretty cool. So you're saying, I believe, the Scream album came out 10 years. Okay, well he has a new album coming out, so I'm not sure exactly what it's called. I don't remember. New Ozzy album. Come on, Ozzy album. See You on the Other Side. That's what it's called. Right? Maybe? Google's not helping. Maybe that's what it's called. Anyways. What else I got here? Another radio broadcast. So this one came out. It was recorded in '81, so it would have been from the. Let me see what it has on it. It's called Radio Diary. I think it has songs from his first two albums on this, but yeah, it was limited edition, 180 grand, orange vinyl. So you can see the orange vinyl, and they only passed 300 of them. And numbered, and this is number 142. But it says here that it's from that same theater, that St. Denis Theater, Montreal, Canada, July 28th, 81. So pretty cool stuff. So it probably would have had Randy Rhoads in this one as well. So I really love these. I really love these radio broadcasts. So either I get the original radio broadcast, or I get these, which are really unofficial pressings, but they somehow get a hold of the original, probably on CD. They probably get the broadcast on CD and they put it on vinyl. So, but it's cool to pick up. Yep. July 13th, 2025, Scream album. So this is also a cool one. This is The Other Side of Ozzy Osbourne. I think this is a Japanese only release. I'm trying to remember. I know this is a Japanese copy, a Japanese pressing, but I think this is a Japanese only, maybe, album. The Other Side of Ozzy Osbourne. I'm not really sure what year this came out. But it talks about it has the discography at the bottom. Bark at the Moon, Speak of the Devil, Diary, and Blizzard of Oz. So this is like a greatest hits. So Suicide Solution, Bark at the Moon Live, Mr. Crowley Live, Spider, Paranor Live. So it has a bunch of live tracks on it. Pretty cool. Okay, again, I show you the cover. So Scream came out in 2010. Oh, so they're reissuing it in June. I thought it was another. I thought it was a brand new album that they was putting out. I didn't realize it was a reissue. So that comes to the end of all my Ozzy records. So I did pull something out here that some of you might think is pretty cool. So I'm into the history of I don't know if it's just me, but I'm in the history of vinyl records. I have one of the first vinyl records ever pressed back in 1931. Which wasn't really vinyl. It's called Victrolac, and yeah. But this here is was pressed in 1940, yeah, 1945, I think. And this is an early attempt at stereo. So a lot of people were working on different ways to come up with a stereo record. And this is called a Cook binaural record. And Let me see if I can. I brought up a picture of it. Let's see if I can find it. So see this. This is a Cook binaural record player. You see how it has these two heads? These two heads here. So it has two heads on it, and so two heads are touching the record at the same time. So it's pretty cool design there. You can see that. So what they did was, and I'll show you the record itself. So it has these two tracks. You can probably see them, track 1, track 2, right? And it has a separator in the middle. All right, so it looks like it's 2 tracks, 2 songs, right? And it's on both sides. But it's not really different tracks. It's the same track, one song. What they did is, this top part here has the left side of the stereo, and the inner part has the right side of the stereo. And they put that double-headed stylus down, and it automatically would play both tracks at the same time, one playing left and one playing right. So it's pretty cool stuff. So that's something I just grabbed to show you. When did the first color vinyl come out? I mean, they were making color records even with 78s. So it wasn't anything new with shellac. So I don't know when the first color shellac record came out. I mean, you know, you can say that a black shellac record is colored because shellac is more like this grayish, brownish color, and because of the shellac, it comes from the shellac beetle, and the color is not even. So when they press it without adding color, when they press a shellac record without adding color to it, it has this grayish, yellowish, amberish color that was uneven. So they added black carbon to the record to make it all one color, so it didn't look like, you know, it was imperfect. So any record that's not the natural color is colored, and black records are colored with, again, with black carbon. In the 80s, they did actually mess around with adding, I want to say ink. I don't know if ink is the right word, but it's close. Black ink instead of black carbon for that Quiax 2 record had this black ink added to it. It was supposed to help help with the noise, reduce down the noise on the record, and that's why those Quiax records from the 80s. What's one I can think of? The Police Synchronicity. If you hold it up to the light, it has the purplish, and some of them are brownish, and the light goes right through them. That's because that black is not a solid black color. It doesn't color it all the way through black. And you put it up to the light, and you can see through it. You can see purple or brown through those records, and so those are colored that way. But when they first came out with 7-inch records, 1949, they were right away pressed with different colors for the different genres of records. So, but yeah, they've been doing color records since they first started pressing records. Yeah, clear vinyl is, I don't think they ever had clear shellac. I don't think they could do it with shellac. But I think what they do with vinyl is this very light gray color, and it's semi-permeable, so you can put it up to the light and you can kind of see a little bit of light through it naturally. So what they do is, I think what they do is they polish the pellets, and when they polish it, they can get it down to where it's clear. and that's how they make clear vinyl from the pellets. And picture discs are cool too. They had picture discs even back in shellacs. So again, nothing new. I mean, they've been pressing records since 1890s. So they've been pressing records for a long time. Again, starting out with shellac, and then in the starting in the 1930s, they played around with plastic, but it didn't take off in the 1930s. They tried again in the late 1940s, and then it took off on vinyl. So, yeah, thank you, Deidre. I'm always a history buff. I'm always reading things. So, do y'all want to see that 1931 record that I have? Because we're getting down to the end here, so let me get up here and go grab it. I don't think I'm grabbing it earlier. I think it's right here. So I consider myself a custodian of this record because it's the very first commercially available vinyl-like record that RCA tried to bring to market, and they only did it for a couple years, and then they stopped making it because it was right during the Great Depression, and nobody was willing to buy the records, and you could only play them on expensive record players that no one could afford. So this is a 1931. It's a plastic record, so it's not shellac. It's plastic, but it's put on. A lot of people say that there's a vinyl, but the vinyl-like, but it's actually called Victrolac. It's RCA's own formula for it, and but this is the very first one that they ever made available. So. Pretty cool though, but again, it just was a bad time because the Great Depression came out, and no one, and you know, everybody had record players that could play shellac records, but they couldn't play these without buying a new record player, and those record players were going $300, $400 even back then to buy just to play these records. So that's why they kind of failed. 1933 is when they stopped pressing them. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. I know it's Nipper. Nipper was the dog. I don't really know the full story behind Nipper. I think didn't he belong to the CEO or the chairman of RCA at the time? And I think what's shown there with the dog looking, you know, curiously into the horn is what his dog really did. I don't know if you got a picture of it, because they definitely had photographs back then. Yeah, Nipper. Nipper was the dog's name. And I don't know if they had a photograph of the dog doing that, but they definitely decided to use that as a mascot on the record. So, now this is what a shellac record looks like at the same time. It's a little different. So, also around this is a 1932, I think, shellac. So, the label's a little different. Yeah, the label's a little bit different. So, anyway, I do appreciate everybody stopping by and checking out all my Ozzy records. If you have any question about anything I showed you, want to go back and look at anything again, I'll be happy to go ahead and do that for you. Or I can start all over again and just show you all the records again. Who wouldn't want to see the Ozzy records again, right? So, my wife really likes the Ordinary Man. Really great Ozzy album. Again, I ruined it. I got the gray record, and it was dished. If you don't know what dished is, the record it's kind of like a bowl. It looks like a bowl. It's warped, And so I tried to fix that warp by putting it in the oven, and I ruined the record. So now it's up on my wall behind me. I don't think you can see it, but it's up there. So, but yeah. So, but I do have a black vinyl copy of it. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and close this out and say goodnight. It'll be a short show tonight, and I'm not sure yet what I'm gonna do next week. I've been wanting to do a show on my Styx records. I have quite a bit of Styx records over here. About, I don't know, at least probably about 100 Styx albums. And I know Styx didn't put out 100 albums, but I have the duplicates, and I have lives, and I have radio broadcasts, and I have bootlegs and stuff like that. So and Styx is my favorite group. So I wanted to go ahead and show you all those great albums and all the different versions that I have. So I may go ahead and start that next week. But that's it. I'm going to go ahead and say goodnight. And unless anybody else has anything that they want to ask me. All right. So that's it. I'll see you all next week.